In a special interview relating to the APEC Summit, English Service Romano Prasetya talks with the Chief Executive Officer of AirAsia, Tony Fernandes. We'll be back with more news after this break.
You're watching Talking Point with me, Romano Prasetya, and with me, my pleasure and my honor to be with me is Mr. Tony Fernandes. He is the CEO of the AirAsia. Good day, Mr. Tony.
Nice to see you, Romano.
It's a pleasure to meet you here.
It's great to be here.
Yeah. Mr. Tony, you joined for the APEC CEO Summit in the 2013. The aim is to create the uniqueness of facing our future, the global, the reshape, and so on. How, in your opinion, how to rebuild or to boost the economic sustainability, especially among the Asia-Pacific countries?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been a great conference. The main message that I've been saying to most people is basically trying to integrate the economies more going forward. I think we're going through a great transformation period with ASEAN now, and now with APEC as well. But I think we also run a slight danger of not integrating quick enough. So I hope that in 2015 ASEAN will become one economic superpower, and that will give us a good position to compete with China and India. Right now, if we can remove a lot of the regulations and have a common regulation for 10 ASEAN countries, I think we'd be in a very strong position to compete with some of the bigger economies. And the whole thrust of this conference has been on connectivity. Obviously, AirAsia is all for open skies and more flights and developing secondary cities. There's been talking about rail connectivity, but I also think we should be talking about integrating connectivity in other ways, such as regulations and even systems. It'd be great to have one air traffic control system within ASEAN, not just 10 different ones.
Based on your experience, what is the most difficulty to have or rebuild the connectivity?
I think nationalism, if I can be honest. You know, sometimes governments try to protect their own airlines or their own industries, but history has shown that if you open up the market, everyone benefits. People benefit, even local companies benefit. And so that is the only difficult thing I see sometimes when you come in. Ownership also is sometimes difficult because you can't own 100%. But from when I started 11 years ago to now, things have changed a lot, and for the better.
In your opinion, the challenge is to bring the 21 economic community, especially in the APEC, or especially in the Asian country. How to bring, is it difficult to bring, because we are not coming from the level stage of industry, and we in the global issue, the global financial crisis, all the nation try to protect, like you said, their domestic.
I think APEC, to integrate all the economies, is tough. I think in terms of a free trade zone, it makes sense. Whether it must be fair. So I think free trade has definitely created more jobs and more liberalism. But I can focus on ASEAN. I think ASEAN is, you know, if you talk about APEC, that's a big area from South America to Asia and include Russia. But ASEAN is where I think we can integrate. And I think countries have to trust each other a bit more. And some bigger countries may be worried that, well, the smaller country could benefit because my market is bigger. But research has shown, and history has shown, and results have shown that integrating the economy is beneficial to everybody, not just one or two countries. And I think integrating all of Asia, APEC is very hard. Free trade is possible and is happening.
But also in the fair trade also.
Yeah, I think it has to be fair. It has to be fair. And in some cases, you have to allow the industry in the less developed country to develop. But ultimately, the market will decide. And but I hope ASEAN will move forward in integrating.
One of the aim or the purpose of the Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation is to reshape the small medium enterprise, and you are one of them. You make like a small company, and now it's bigger and it's the biggest in the regions. You even have the line to the Europe and stuff. You create job opportunities. It is one of the APEC purposes. And instead of you're fired, but you create job opportunities.
Yeah.
How do you like responding or suggest to all the small medium enterprise?
I'm thrilled by that question, and it's the best question, and it's the best question of the day. The key is developing SMEs in ASEAN. It's not about the big companies. It's about developing more AirAsias, more entrepreneurs, and I think that is so critical to ASEAN. My advice is very simple. One is pick a product that people want. Number two, make sure you market it. Too many SMEs don't spend enough on marketing. You may have a great product, but no one will know about it. And build a brand. And never give up, because it's hard. Being an entrepreneur, no, every day is hard. Being an entrepreneur is tough, is very tough. But I wouldn't change it for a day. I love to be in control of my own life, almost. And so my advice is, and think regional. Start in your own country, but think regional. There's so many great Indonesian brands that should be in Malaysia, in Singapore, in Thailand. There's so many great products I see in Bandung, in Bali, in Medan, that could be regional. And airlines such as AirAsia will help you reach those countries through travel, etc. But we're in a great market of 600 million people. Indonesia is a fantastic market of 300 million people. So, but you know, focus. Don't try and do too many things. Have great people around you. Focus on marketing and branding, and never give up.
Yeah. So I'm not fired then.
No, you're not. Not today.
So, do you have any advantage for joining the CEO Summit
Yeah,
this
it's been
year?
great. I think, firstly, Indonesia should be congratulated. It's very well organized, and I find these summits mostly useful for networking. You meet so many people in a very short period of time, and you know, just in the last 6 hours, I've done 2 or 3 business deals. From Russia, Taiwan, and you meet a lot of good people, Myanmar. So I find this, you know, the world is, and the great thing about connectivity is meeting people. Now, if you didn't have planes, if you didn't have flights, no one could come to Bali. But by making it easier to connect, people come. And I don't care what anyone says. You can do email, you can do video conference. There's nothing like meeting you, one-to-one. These conferences are great. And if we can have more connectivity, more chance for people to meet each other, economically, the world will be a much better place.
Mr. Tony, thank you for your valuable time. It's a pleasure to have you.